There are various numerology systems in use today, but Chaldean numerology stands out due to its metaphysical wisdom and accuracy. This system connects sounds to vibrations, vibrations to numbers, and numbers to letters. It was the first to link the original meanings of letters to name analysis and looks beyond a person's name and date of birth to the specific vibrations of their life path or purpose in life. While it may have a reputation for being difficult to learn, it is actually easy to master once you understand its secrets. This system provides a personal blueprint and offers insights into others. Chaldean numerology originated over 2,000 years ago with the ancient Chaldeans who lived in Babylonia and contributed astrology, mathematics, and spiritual elements to society. Chaldean numerology is rooted in the 7 principles of Hermes. These principles are a set of guidelines that can be used to transform one's destiny and circumstances in life. They relate to the fundamental nature of reality in being, and govern all levels of reality, including the mental, energetic, and physical. By applying them, we can make positive changes in our lives. Hermes Trismegistus, meaning the 3 times great or the 3 times born Hermes, from which the word Hermetic derives, was the Greek god or personification of wisdom, equivalent to the ancient Egyptian god Thoth, the Muslim prophet Idris, and the Buddhist manifestation of wisdom, Manjushri. In order to achieve significant success, it is necessary to understand and reflect on all the main principles and their synergy. The 7 principles of Hermeticism are: the principle of mind, the principle of cause and effect, the principle of vibration or sound, the principle of correspondence, the principle of polarity or opposites, the principle of rhythm or cyclicity, the principle of gender, the principle of mind. The all is mind, the universe is mental. The first Hermetic principle asserts that everything in the universe, including its material aspects, energy, the phenomenon of life, and all sentient beings, is the mind. A pure being, and an all-encompassing awareness. This entity, known as Spirit or God or Brahman, is the uncreated principle of the mind. This all-pervading ocean of mind power contains within itself all the force and energy of existence. It is the source from which all forms of energy and matter arise. Sometimes it is called the infinite living mind because it cannot be fully described and is the source of all life. It can also be defined as infinite, all-pervading, uncreated awareness of pure being. Everything in the universe has consciousness, even inanimate objects have a soul and are part of the universal mind. By understanding the vibrations associated with a person's name and date of birth, it is possible to understand their personality, challenges, and strengths. The numeroscope, a calculation specific to Chaldean numerology, reveals a person's destiny and individual characteristics. The same can be done for companies, countries, and cities. The principle of cause and effect. Every cause has its effect, every effect has its cause. Everything happens according to law. Chance is but a name for the law not recognized. There are many planes of causation, but nothing escapes the law. There are no random occurrences in life, everything is a consequence of something that happened before. When we call something a matter of chance, it is often because we are unable to discern the underlying causes. Every event or outcome can be traced back to a series of causes and effects. Good luck and bad luck are not random, but rather the result of primary causes and the energy of the time and place coming together, as described in the law of vibration. In other words, what we consider to be luck is simply the manifestation of certain causes and conditions. Every action has a consequence, and the events of our lives are the result of our past vibrations, manifested in our thoughts, emotions, words, and deeds. Chaldean numerology can help us erase or reduce negative karma. When we make a change to our numerological name, we will go through a karmic transformation process where our negative karma will be quickly cleansed. This process can be tough for the first year or two, but the karmic reprogramming will help us shift our focus to positivity in our thoughts, words, and actions. The principle of vibration or sound. Mind may be transmuted from state to state, degree to degree, condition to condition, pole to pole, vibration to vibration. Everything in the universe has its own unique vibration frequency, and things with similar frequencies tend to attract each other. Our own vibration is influenced by the numbers in our birthday, which indicate our life purpose, and the numbers in our name, which shape our life path. For example, the vibration of the moon affects the vibration of the earth and its waters, including the water within our physical and emotional bodies. According to this principle, everything, from the all-encompassing mind, pure being, to the heart of each sentient being and even the grossest forms of matter, is in motion and vibrating. The higher the vibration, the higher its position on the scale, the closer it is to the primal cause of pure being. The differences between the various manifestations of reality on all dimensional planes are due to the varying degrees and modes of vibration. The principle of correspondence. As above, so below, as below, so above. As within, so without. As without, so within. The Hermetic Principle of Correspondence highlights the relationship between the macrocosm and the microcosm. This principle allows us to understand the connection between the mental, physical, and spiritual planes of existence. It suggests that all elements of creation reflect each other and together form the holographic universe as a whole. The quote, "Thoughts become things," is attributed to Hermes and relates to the first principle of mentalism, which states that our thoughts and beliefs shape our reality. This principle also discusses the various planes of existence, including those with higher and lower vibrational frequencies, and how they are interconnected. To apply this principle, it is important to understand how our thoughts, actions, and the world around us are connected, and to strive to align our thoughts and actions with our highest good and the harmony of the universe. By recognizing and changing negative patterns, we can live in a more positive and fulfilling way. The principle of polarity. Everything is dual, everything has poles, everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same, opposites are identical in nature but different in degree, extremes meet, all truths are but half-truths, all paradoxes may be reconciled. The principle of polarity states that seemingly opposite things are actually just different sides of the same thing at different levels. For example, hot and cold are not two distinct things, but rather two different levels of temperature. Similarly, physical matter and spiritual energy are just different forms of the same thing, with spiritual energy vibrating at a higher frequency that cannot be perceived by our senses. Love and hate are also two ways of experiencing the same thing, a connection or relationship with something. This principle is the basis of alchemy, or the ability to transform your experiences through the understanding of these connections. The principle of rhythm. Everything flows, out and in, everything has its tides, all things rise and fall, the pendulum swing manifests in everything, the measure of the swing to the right is the measure of the swing to the left, rhythm compensates. The principle of rhythm states that there is a natural flow and movement between opposing forces, such as the tides coming in and out or the inhalation and exhalation of breath. Understanding this principle helps us recognize the natural rhythms in our own lives and the universe, allowing us to work with them rather than against them. This principle is closely related to the principle of polarity, which states that seemingly opposite things are actually one and the same at different degrees. By becoming aware of our emotional states and using the principles of polarity and rhythm, we can learn to navigate the natural fluctuations in our lives more smoothly. With practice, it is even possible to transcend duality and achieve a state of balance. The principle of cycles and change states that everything goes through periods of ups and downs. While we can't avoid these fluctuations in life, we can mitigate their impact by achieving balance in our vibrations as described in Chaldean Numerology. When our higher self and human self are in harmony, we may experience fewer dramatic ups and downs and have a greater sense of karmic protection during difficult times. On the other hand, if our vibrations are severely unbalanced, we may struggle more during the downs and have less fulfilling highs. Even with balanced vibrations, we will still go through cycles of change, but we can be better prepared to weather them. For example, if a person's numeroscope indicates a strong presence of the victim number 12-3, they may be more prone to experiencing victimization in their life. On the other hand, if their numeroscope is dominated by lucky numbers and combinations, they may be spared from extreme suffering. The principle of gender. Gender is in everything, Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Gender manifests on all planes. The seventh principle states that all things have both masculine and feminine qualities. This idea goes beyond just the physical sexes, and applies to mental and spiritual qualities as well. The balance between these energies is necessary for creation, and having a balance of both can help us apply all of the principles together effectively. To apply this principle, we should embrace all parts of ourselves and understand that balance is key for self-mastery. This idea is similar to the concept of the middle way in Buddhism, which emphasizes finding balance between opposing forces such as masculine and feminine, earthly and heavenly, and mind, body, and spirit. As we work to achieve this balance within ourselves, we can better use these principles to improve our lives. It's important to note that understanding and embodying these principles can take time, and we may come to understand them on deeper levels as we continue to work with them. Gender is more than just male and female. A man can have feminine qualities, and a woman can have masculine qualities. In numerology, masculinity is associated with the number 3, which represents the planet Jupiter and is characterized by proactive behavior, hard work, and determination. The number 6, which represents the planet Venus, represents femininity and is associated with charm, beauty, and the ability to receive. When these two energies are balanced, success can be achieved. If one is lacking in either masculinity or femininity, it can lead to difficulty in achieving goals or being stuck in certain situations. Reproduction and success in life, in general, require a balance of both masculine and feminine energies. Fertility is necessary for growth and progress. Chaldean numerology is a system that connects sounds to vibrations, vibrations to numbers, and numbers to letters. It is based on the belief that all things are energy and that each person's destiny is dictated by their birthday and name. With the use of advanced calculations and a chart called the numeroscope, it is possible for us to understand and even change our destiny by altering the energy we vibrate with. Numerology can be used on people, animals, companies, countries, and more, and can reveal detailed information about our strengths, weaknesses, love life, financial status, communication skills, potential health issues, etc. We can change our destiny by changing our name, which can alter the energy and vibration we emit. However, it is important to make sure the new name is chosen specifically for us and is not simply an easy solution. Until next time, Godspeed, and let us remember and put into practice the words of Albert Einstein. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality you want and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy, this is physics.